Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but are we going to just sit back and pretend that a 36-year-old actress like Hayden Pantierra, who is in otherwise perfect health, dying of a heart attack, or as TMZ is reporting now, a potential overdose, is normal? Especially because of the podcast recording that just came out when she sat down with Jay Shetty on his podcast 3 months ago. She told Jay on her podcast that when she was 18 years old, she was on a party on a boat. Some Hollywood bigwigs were there, and somebody she trusted, a woman, led her into a room where a very famous man, her words, not mine, was in bed, stretched out like this, just, expecting her. And she got really teary too when she talked about it. She said she really trusted this woman, and she was like basically delivering her to this man in this bedroom, and she freaked out and ran and had to find a hiding spot on the boat, which is very difficult. There's not a lot of good hiding spots on boats. And then 3 months later, Hayden Panettiere, 36 years old, mind you, is found dead in her apartment in, I think it was South Carolina. And the TMZ recording says heart attack at first, or they were doing CPR or something, but then one of the voices comes on and says, potential overdose. Now, she didn't name any names. She didn't say who the very famous person was or who the woman was that delivered her to him. But it's 3 months later and she's gone? I'm sorry, am I the only one that thinks this is weird? Now,
okay, look, we're not just gonna sit here and say it is because of that. Okay, we're not just gonna say, oh yeah, she went there and then she went to the room and she saw this man in a bed, blah 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 blah, and now she's gone. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it is not. Okay, but what I can tell you is this: Hollywood is just diabolical. There's nothing good coming out of Hollywood. Nothing good coming from Hollywood. So if you're going to Hollywood, you gotta expect this kind of garbage. Okay, it's not new. We all know this. We all know this. Nothing good comes from Hollywood. So again, at the same time, we're not gonna sit here and say it's because of that guy, or she saw that guy in bed, and I kind of disagree, man. I kind of disagree. That cannot just be it.
Is mourning the loss of Hayden Hollywood is mourning the loss of Hayden Panettiere.
I don't think so. I don't think Hollywood is.
The actress's rep confirms to ABC News on August 16th that the star has died at the age of 36. Her spokesperson telling the outlet, "It is with profound sadness that we share the tragic passing of our beloved Hayden. She was an incredible light and a force of nature who brought immeasurable love and joy to all who knew her and to the millions who watched her on screen." Her cause of death was not shared. Hayden started her career in the spotlight as a child star who became a household name after playing cheerleader Claire Bennett on Heroes from 2006 to 2010. She also starred as Juliet Barnes on the drama Nashville opposite Connie Britton, a role that earned her 2 Golden Globe nominations. Hayden was also a star of the big screen with roles in Remember the Titans, Raising Helen, and Scream 4, among others. The actress had been candid about her struggles through the years, including with alcohol, opioids, and postpartum depression following the birth of her daughter Kaya with ex-fiancé Vladimir Klitschko in 2014. Back in May, Hayden opened up to E! News following the release of her memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning. At the time, the star speaking candidly about what it was like to face her past and how she had learned to protect herself after growing up in an industry where she said she was conditioned to always comply.
I was groomed from such a young age to just be a soldier. Yeah. I was militant in everything that I did. It was hit the mark, get your lines right. If they want you to cry or do a crazy stunt, you do it. You don't ask questions. Yeah. And you do it as many times as they want. So that was a part that was, I think, really important for me to talk about.
The star also shared her experience with grief following the devastating death of her youngest brother Jansen in 2023.
And being the older sibling, you're just riddled with guilt that you didn't do your job. And especially what took him was something that I, of all people, should have understood.
Right, but it's something that you couldn't really predict.
You can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. It's just a sad fact.
Fact. I'm not gonna say Hollywood did it. Okay, maybe Hollywood did it, but I'm not gonna say Hollywood did it. But again, what do we expect from Hollywood? Nothing good. Nothing good. Zero. Okay, zero. So
Pantierra spoke out about her experiences in Hollywood, and what she said will leave you speechless. She told a very sad story about an incident that happened on a boat where she was put in a very compromising situation. Hayden had joined the short list of celebrities willing to speak out about what they were put through. Today, we are going to analyze exactly what she was trying to reveal about Hollywood and attempt to figure out why so many celebrities deal with this issue. By now, all of you should have heard the terrible news that happened yesterday. I want to say RIP to her and give my condolences to her family. This was truly unexpected and insanely sad. I used to watch her in Heroes and other shows when I was much younger. And
hold up, unexpected. You guys are just too much, man. Unexpected. Like, do you expect for somebody to die? I mean, there are some people, yes, but like, do you really expect? It's like, do you expect for somebody to die? Do we sit and expect for somebody to just? I mean, we can expect it anytime, yes, but it really is not. You cannot tell me it's just, bro. That's what it is. That's life, bro. We just here today and tomorrow we are not. We are gone. That's what life is all about.
And I was not expecting this at all. She was way too young and had so many years left ahead of her.
Oh my God.
Sadly, this is becoming.
She was way too young and had many years left. How do you know that? She was way too young compared to who? Compared to who? And then she had many years left into her. How do you know that? Come on, man. Come on.
All too common in the industry. What's even more tragic is that all of this seems to have happened to her right as she was trying to get her life together. She spoke about dealing with the difficulties of growing up in Hollywood and how they had taken a toll on her.
It didn't feel like I had a normal childhood, normal upbringing, but
Add this to her becoming a new mother and dealing with the pressures of that, and she was left in a very difficult position. But it does seem that she was trying to fix whatever was wrong with her by speaking out. Just a few months ago, she released her memoir in which she detailed difficulties while growing up in Hollywood. Like many child stars who developed into adults in the industry, she experienced a lot of things that should have never happened to her. Why does it seem like this part of the story always seems the same no matter what child actor we talk about? They always tend to bring up similar experiences, and most of the time, we can see that they're affected by it.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. Most of the time, we can see that they're affected by it, something affected by it. Okay, if let's say you grew up in Hollywood, and then Hollywood didn't treat you well, you got older, time to leave, you don't leave, you keep complaining about it. Do I have to feel bad for you? Why are you still there? That's the question. Why can't you leave? Everybody, bro, that's what man. People coming from Hollywood and complain and telling all these stories, and we're supposed to feel bad. If you're a kid, I would say yes, maybe yes. Okay, your parents, yes, they kind of put you there so they can make money, because most parents, they don't really do that for the child or for the children. They do that for themselves, okay? But when you get older, you're like around 20, 21, 22, 23. Why can't you leave? Why are you still in Hollywood? Why are you still in Hollywood? Now you're coming out here telling all these stories. We have to feel bad for you? I don't get it, man. I'm not going to keep watching this video. I'm done. What do you guys think about this, man? Personally, I know, okay, not just I know that if you're in Hollywood, you will get nothing good from it if you do not leave. You have to leave. Do not stay in Hollywood. Just leave. It is, bro, leave. That's it. Do not come out here and start to complain, tell stories, but yet you still are in Hollywood. What is that? What are we supposed to do with this? Give us something we can use. Just leave. That's it. Nobody's stopping you from leaving. If it ain't so, then so. I see no lie. You get what I'm saying? Thank you. Yes, sir.
Just easily, I'm praying to the sky and I got no fear. That's right, bro, I got no fear. Every day in my head, every day in my ears. Yeah, every day in my ears. The one drop me down and yeah, that's clear. Yeah, everything is not clear. This the end, then everything's clear. That's right, the end is near. Get away from me, all these demons get away from me.